Hare Krishna. Thank you for everyone for doing a morning japa session. And we'll start Srimad Bhagavatam class with short kirtan. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodhanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 12 and Text 21 onwards. Shloka goes like this. Dhanvinam agranir isha tulyascharjunayor dvayo utahasa iva durdhasaha samudra iva dushtaraha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Among graced bowmen, this child will be as good as Arjuna. He will be as irresistible as fire and as unsurpassable as the ocean. So, purport will read line by line because whole history of Mahabharata and Arjuna was given. So, we'll go dive into this. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Shakshurun Militam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadha Mahyam Tadati Shvapadhantikam Nama Om Vishnupadhaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yes, Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, this chapter is all about Parikshit Maharaj appearance, and now people are now slowly, after Parikshit appeared, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking to the sages how this boy will be. He will rule the kingdom in a dharmic way. In the curiosity, he started asking to the sages, saintly people. So this is actually common because Arjuna's grandson he is, and Arjuna's son is not there because they lost in the battlefield. So this person should be the next king. So the expectation obviously will be there after this Kuru dynasty, after Yudhishthira Maharaj, Pancha Pandavas, how this Kuru dynasty's glory will take away slowly to the next generation. So this is a common thing that whenever the child took birth as a Hindu Dharma, what we follow, the way of living, is called Sanatan Dharma. They have this Jataka Samskar. They do the prediction about the child's future. So that only it is going on here. And now the sages are slowly replaying how this boy will be in the future. Because king's son means he should not be very demoniac mentality, because after this Pancha Pandavas, they has to take rule over all the old. So for that, whether this boy is qualified or not, this is a question Yudhishthira Maharaj is curiously asking, and yesterday we saw with the anxiety. Yudhishthira Maharaj has anxiety about this child, that how this will be happen in future. If this boy is going correctly, only the whole kingdom will be normal, the prajas are good. Because generally we says, Yata Raja, Tata Praja. So if he is not correct and the prajas are goes dharmic way, and if the dharma is not this thing, and the purpose of life will be gone. With purpose of life will be gone, the king duty is no duty for king, because king's duty is to facilitate his prajas to lead the life in a dharmic way to achieve the purpose of life. It is Krishna consciousness, to reach back to God. So this is not happened, then whole kingdom and king, it's all waste. It's all waste. So in that anxiety, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking. And we are discussing about many points last 2 weeks about the Garbhadhana Samskara, importance of this, and the child, quality of the child we have to produce in the Krishna conscious congregations. All this we are discussing. So here, the sages are telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj that amongst great bowmen, this child will be as good as Arjuna. So means what? They are just telling that this person, the child, actually is very capable. He is very capable. How? It is like Arjuna. And Prabhupada is putting into that purport, but in translation is not mentioned, because in the sloka it is mentioned Arjuna Dvayo, means two Arjuna. So two Arjunas means here word by word synonyms Prabhupada mentioned of the Arjuna, two of the two Arjunas. That is the meaning. But when it comes to a translation, Prabhupada not wrote there, but in the purport he gave the explanation, because the purpose of understanding Arjuna Dvayo is very important in this sloka, which I felt. So we will discuss in that angle. So we'll read purport. Purport goes like this. In history, there is two Arjunas. One is Kartavirya Arjuna, the king of Haihaya, and the other is grandfather of the child. The both Arjunas are famous for their bowmanship, and the child Parikshit is foretold to be equal to both of them, particularly in fighting. So this is this thing. So Arjuna Dvayo, Prabhupada is not mentioned in translation, but he's discussing in the purport. That we have to understand. So Arjuna Dvayo, what I am feeling here is there is two Arjunas. One is Kartaviri Arjuna and his own grandfather, Parikshit's own grandfather is Arjuna, Krishna's friend. So Krishna Saka. So that two Arjunas here mentioned for a Chhatriya level. But if you little bit you speculate means Arjuna also has two sides. One is the Kshatriya Arjuna, the dharmic person Arjuna, and another one is devotee of Krishna. This is also Arjuna Dvaya only. Maybe it's my speculation because Arjuna Dvayo means there is a two Arjuna in one Arjuna. We see that Arjuna as a king, Arjuna as a dharmic person, Arjuna as a pious is the one side, and Arjuna has a devotee part also. That's what Varaha Prabhu discussed on Monday. We just discussed about the Garbhadan Samskara, and finally I gave a comment of how it is very important to produce a children in a dharmic way as a devotee. How is this important? That much important is the child should be grown in a strong physical level, mental level to face this modern society, to came out of addictions, and we should have our own defense mechanism to this people who are dominating, people who are spoiling and damaging the whole our culture, Indian culture, through different angle, from the silent Cold War and for physically abused and physically damaging temples. For that, we should have some defense things also in our children. Otherwise, if they are only pious, not like a Raja Rishis, like we are seeing Arjuna, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, they're all Raja Rishis. They're pious, they are devoted, at the same time they are Kshatriyas. So we should see the children, or we should inculcate the character of these children to resist all this bad things happening around this world. Otherwise, the children in future may face more difficulties which we are facing now, because Kali Yuga is progressing. So when we think of children should be Vaishnavas, definitely there must be a Vaishnavas, because we are all trying to be a devotees, and we think that there is Vaishnava children we need. So along with this, Vaishnava children also need to face this society, to face these difficulties, to face these calamities. They should have the inner strength, the willpower. That kind of children also needed. So like this Arjuna Dvayo, there is a Kshatriya part of Arjuna and devotee part of Arjuna in one. You see this Kartaviri Arjuna and Arjuna, they are all very pious kings. At the same time, Kartavirya has Sahasrabhav, other name. He has 1,000 hands. So those days, I saw one devotee is interpreting the hands and legs. You see, in this material world, you see, the creature in this material world having increase of legs than the hands. But when you see the spiritual world or above this material realm, you see more hands than the legs. You see centipede, centipede and this garden, this thing, it has in thousands and thousands of legs. Okay, so it has to do more karma. It has to walk and do for this food. You see many what do you call it, this web, that not spider.
Spider.
Yeah, yeah. So you see all the creature in this material world to meant to be do a karma. So for that they need legs, ugra karma we can say. But in spiritual world, the increasing number of hands are there. It is very nice interpretation he gave nicely, but I am not sure whether it is correct or in the line this of Shastra. But it's a good interpretation. We can get some good realization, because you see different avatars or demigods having many hands. Kartika has 12 hands. Durga has 16 hands. And like that, you see the demigods and above the our material realm, they have, because they want to serve the Lord more. For that, they need hands than the legs. So why I'm saying this Kartavirya Arjuna is called, other name is called Sahasrabahu. Sahasrabahu means the person who has 1,000 hands. Means what? He wants to serve Lord by taking care of the kingdom, taking care of praja, leading the praja in a dharmic way. That is the point this Kartavirya Arjuna also here mentioned. But why I am interpreting that there is a Arjuna Dvayo, means the two parts of Arjuna is devotee part Arjuna and the Kshatriya part of Arjuna. This is a combination is needed in this current generation. They have to have fully equipped to face this material distraction, at the same time to follow the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness in a correct way, and to attain perfection in this very one life. So this combination should be necessary for this current generation. And if we go purport is completely talking about Arjuna's history, whole history, where Arjuna is coming, where Arjuna's wife's name. Arjuna has 4 wives, and he born on February, March time. That's what he's called. Falguni also is another name is called Falguni, because he's born in the month of Falguna, and he just married some 4 wives. From 4 wives, he gave the 4 main children, son, is called Shrutakirti, Abhimanyu, Bharbhavahana, and Iravan. So this kind of this lineage, it's completely Mahabharata. Prabhupada is putting here. So to understand who is Arjuna, what is his lineage, and when Dronacharya found this Arjuna as a very nice, pious, and very disciplined guy, so he thought he is the best bowman in this world, archer. So then he gave her that training accordingly, and he become nice this thing. And finally, he married. See, actually, Arjuna's descendants, the royal family at Manipura and Tripura are descendant of Arjuna's son Barbhagana. So it is all mentioned. So if we go to that this area, Manipur and Tripura, those people are still there. The king, the hereditary, maybe from the Barbhagana's descendants. So like that, there is many details, but understanding this whole purport to give idea of Arjuna, how he is as a Kshatriya aspect, as a devotee aspect. Because you see, when the Indra, Arjuna went to meet Indra, that time he just allowed take care of my hunts karke. He sent Urvasi to Arjuna. But when he saw Urvasi, at that time only Arjuna felt paid obeisances to, you are my motherly figure. You are not to be enjoyed by me, because you are my father's partner. I don't have any authority to enjoy you because you are motherly figure. So that discipline we should learn in this. So because of that, he got curse also. You become a Ali, transgender. So with that transgender also, he used in this Vanavas period. Last one year, he become that transgender, and he be in the Virat uh, kingdom. There he taught dance to Uttara, Bharatanatyam, and our Indian thing. And by that, this thing, he revealed, we are Pancha Pandavas, we are not like this. And then that time, this Virat king has to give her daughter to Arjuna. Arjuna said, no, 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 you are my student. The teacher should not marry his own student. That is offense. So you better, if you want, I can suggest you my son. So like that, this whole this things is caused. So yeah. So from there, Abhimanyu married Uttara. Then through Uttara, the proper samskara is followed. With that, Parikshit Maharaj born. And in absence of his father. That's what the Yudhishthira Maharaj is concerned. Since his father is not there to take care of this child, we are grandfathers of this child. We should take care of him very nicely, to train him in a dharmic way so that he can rule the kingdom very nicely. So this and all, they're worrying and having anxiety only to lead a life in a dharmic way, help others. So this help others concept is very important. Help others when it will gives you more than the human form, more than the human's nature. When you help people who are really suffering, they really need it. That help is actually shows. You see, whenever this old days, you might see when you go to that village kind of area, and my personal experience also there, when they see doctors as a god in village side, they will give respect as good as god, because he is treating disease, and also very minimal pay, and he's just getting some 5 rupees, and he's giving the treatment, and the treatment is done, disease is gone. So they feel you are like our god, sir. Karke they pay obeisance as good. For me, it has happened when I was in a research field. I got one new project, the new medicine which doesn't have a cure before that medicine. So we gave this medicine to one poor patient. The patient has gone all the clinic procedures. They got medicines at free of cost, because we are doing research. Free of cost. There is less side effects, no side effects I can say. After consuming, the disease is gone. The patient become normal. A 70 kgs patient become 30 kgs. Now after that, the patient, when she goes out of this hospital, she gained 60 kgs, and she paid literally obeisance down, sir. Because of you, we are living, sir. Thank you, sir. And whenever she comes from his village, she brings that cow's first milk. What is it called, bro? Cheese, huh? That cow's
Junnu Prabhu.
that she brought, because I told I like whenever you cow has given a baby calf, you get me. Once I told I like that chinnu. So she brings that, and sometimes she brings some other snacks. That time I'm talking about some 7 8 years. So she, sir, this is our from our home, sir. Please, sir, accept, sir. Like that, they have that this thing. Mean, why I'm saying is helping others without cost. Yeah, is it shows in front of others as a more than a human. So that's what we see our Guru Parampara does. Prabhupada took lot of struggle, lot of efforts to give this Krishna conscious to the unqualified people of AP's community. he finds that unqualified people and gives. That is called mercy. Like that only we got this Krishna consciousness through our Guru Janas. Without Prabhupada, you cannot imagine morning 6:35, you and me sitting and talking about Srimad Bhagavatam, about this helping others and dharmic character of Arjuna and Yudhishthira. It is not possible at all. Because of them, their costless mercy, we are sitting and talking all these things. So this whole purport is talking about Arjuna's Chhatria character along with his costless helping mentality. How he is helping people, how he is proper king as a dharmic king. That Prabhupada is here highlighting, and it's almost his history of Arjuna. It's a big purport. So some here and there I just told some of the points because all the names is there. The four wives name is there, and from there how he went and how he met Krishna, and how he got the Devadatta, the famous Shank for of Arjuna. All these things it's mentioned. So 4 minutes are there. Maybe I cannot able to complete that whole reading. So if possible, we can you can read by yourself. But understanding here is this Kartavirya Arjuna is a very pious king. And the same lineage, our Arjuna also is there. So Parikshit is compared to these two Arjunas by the sages because these two Arjunas are very costlessly helping the people. Yes, and they are very strong enough to face all the difficulties, to defend themselves to the demoniac kings. So to re-establish dharma because they have the skill of Kshatriyas, very strong bow archers they are. So like that, we should understand all these things, correlate with these things, and we can get more realization from these purports. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Is there any questions or comment we can discuss?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Pranam. Thank you, Prabhu, for a large, long purport, giving a lot of details about Arjuna. Adding to all that which you said, it was also because of Arjuna we all got Bhagavad Gita. I mean, you know, that is another wonderful aspect for devotees.
Thank you.
Very cool. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for keeping that point. I forgot.